12th class students. So in this class we are going to start a new chapter, that is SQL, Structured Query Language. In your 11th class you already aware about SQL. So in this class I am just giving you a brief of SQL. Nothing new is there. It is same as you had studied in class 11th. Okay. So this is your chapter 14 and lecture number 1. First, what is structured query language? So it is basically a language that enables you to create and operate on the relational database. You know what is relational database? Now it is a standard language that is used by all the databases. It was developed by IBM's Elmenden Research Center. Latest ISO standard of SQL was released in 2008. Now SQL feature, as you know, it is related to the database, so it allows creating, modifying database structure. Changing security setting for system. It is a query database. It is used for inserting, modifying, deleting the database content. In this we are working with tables. MySQL elements. So these are the elements of MySQL, that is literal, data types, nulls and comments. So first, what is literal? So literal is a fixed value, or we can say the constant value, that can be a character, numeric or any data type. Character, date time literal are always in a single quotation mark, whereas the numeric literal must be without single quotation mark. For example, by this way you are creating your literals. In this, date and time values are there. This is the format of date and time, and this is the format of date, and this is the format of time. Now the special character like codes that are always written in the preceding with backslash. For example, if you want to store the value Tom's cat, so you can see that this S is an apostrophe, so you have to write it like this: Tom, then backslash apostrophe S. Now data type. So data type is the value that you perform on the operation, that which type of value you want to add or you want to insert. For example, you want to add a numeric value, so you have to use the int data type. MySQL that support the three categories of data type, that is numeric, date and time and string types. So first, numeric data types. So in this you can see this int, that is a numbers without decimal. It store up to the 11 digits. Then tiny int, that is a small integer value between 0 to 255. It store the 4 digits. Small int, it is more than tiny int, between the range of this, and you can store the value up to 5 digits. Medium int, in this you can store the digits up to 9 digits. Now big int that is a very large integer up to the 11 digits. Next is float. So float hold the decimal value. So in this, if you will write this float 8 and 2, then the 5 integer value, 1 decimal symbol, 2 digit after decimal, so total minus 8, so it work on the 24 digits after decimal. Or you can say they float 8, it will print, it will just take the value up to 8 digits and up to 2 decimal points. Double MD, that is a real number between more precision up to 53 places after decimal. Next is date. So you can say the date is in this format, the format between in this range to this, and in Oracle that is another database. So in that you will write the date in this column, first DD, then month, then year. But we are using MySQL, so that we have to use first year, then month, then date. Now next is date and time. So it is a combination of date and time. For example, if you want to store the 4th December 2018, so the time is afternoon, 330. So you should write it in by this way: year, month, then date. Now first you will write the, by this way you are able to write the time. Time span, it is also similar to date time, but it is written without hyphen. For example, our date time is stored in this way. Now time, store the time in this: hour, minute, second. Year m, that store only year part of data. So where m, that may be a 2 or 4, that is year in 2 digit like 18, or 4 digit like 2014. So it will give you the digit. Now string type. In string type you have the char and an argument. So it is a fixed line string between range 1 to 255. So this m is related to the size. If you are writing 20, it means it will occupy the 20 size, 20 bytes. Okay. Now next is varchar. So in this, the length of string that uh, is increasing as compared to char. So in this 1,265,535 character you can use here. Now varchar 2, it is supported in Oracle. So both are almost same with minor differences. So the difference is in the way that they are handling the empty string and null. And for varchar, these two are the different, whereas varchar 2 treats both the same. Now the difference between char and varchar, it is important. So char is, it is a fixed length string. In varchar, that is a variable length string. Char, that where you want to enter the value that is fixed, that is grade, employee code, etc. And varchar is used where the number of character to be entered is not fixed, like your name, address, etc. Now char, that is fast, no memory allocation every time. It is slow because it takes the size according to data. So every time memory allocation is done. Char, it takes more time, it takes less time. Varchar. Now null value. Null means the missing information. Okay, you will not write anything except you will write the only null in capital. So null can appear in any type of column if it is not restricted by the not null or the primary key. And you always remember that null is neither equal to 0 or nor space. It means nothing. So used in situation like if mail ID is not available with student, then we will insert the value null. Now comments. So in comments you will write by this way, like slash, then star, this is the opening of the comment, then star and the slash, this is closing of the comment. Now beginning the comment with this followed by a step. Now begin the comment with hash also. Okay, for example, you here this line is in comment, you can see the slash and the star here, and then closing star and the slash here. Then you will write the query. So it will give you the result. Okay. Now next is the SQL command and the syntax. So in SQL command you have the keyword, clause and the argument. So what are keywords? Keywords are the special meaning as you have studied in Python. So they are the commands in MySQL. What is clause? So they are used to support the MySQL commands like from, where, etc. Arguments. So values passed to clause like table name, to, from clause, condition, to where clause. Okay, now see the example. Select asterisk from EMP where salary is greater than 2000. So this is a condition. Okay, this is a condition. So in this you can see this select is a keyword, from and where are the clause, and this EMP is an argument to, from. Now the salary greater than 20,000 is argument to where. Now creating and using database, how will you create? The first command is you have to create a database. So you will write create database MyDB. Then you have to see the list of databases in that. Write down show databases, then semicolon. Now to open any database to work, you have to write down use database name, then use MyDB. Creating table, how will you create the table? So first write down create table, then table name, then you have to write the column name, then data type, then its size. Okay, so you will write the number of column that you want to enter in your table. For example, create table employee. First column is EMP number. It is of int data type. Next is name. This is varchar 20. Next is department. This is varchar 20. Now salary is in int. Another example. This is creating a table with student. By this way, by create table command, you will able to create the data. Inserting records in table. So insert into table name, then values, and then write down the values name according to the column. Now you can see there are some points while inserting the value. The char, varchar and date, that value must be in single quote. Now the value must be passed in order of their column as you have written the name of the column while creating the table. The same way you will enter the value here when you are inserting the data in the table. Now date value are passed in this format as I told you. So this is example of inserting records in a table. So this insert into EMP values. By this way you will insert the values and inserting in selected column. By writing the column name, then you will write the values. Okay, by this way also you are able to write the or insert the data in the table. Selecting record. So this selecting record means you want to fetch the desired record. Okay, so the select can be used to select both the horizontal and the vertical subset. So now the syntax is select asterisk then column names from table name, then you will write the where condition. See the example. Selecting all record and all column, then you will write select asterisk from EMP. Selecting desired columns, write down select EMP number name from EMP. Changing the order of columns, select department name from EMP. Okay, by this way you will write the particular columns. Now distinct keyword. So distinct means it will give you the result without repetition. Means duplicate value, it will not allow to give duplicate value. Now see the example. This is a table and you have written the command select DEPT department from EMP. So this is a department. So you can see the department is this. Okay. So this distinct keyword is used to eliminate the duplicate record from the output. Just wait. Now you can see when you write this command this, then it will give you the value according to the duplicate values also. Okay. So if you will write the command like this, select distinct department from EMP, then it will just give you the value of department in sales, IT and HR. Okay, without repetition. Now performing the simple calculation. So in SQL you can perform the simple calculation also without writing any specific command. For example, you will just write this select 10 into 2, it will give you the result. Now select 10 into 3 by 6, then again it will give you the result. Now in MySQL that also provide the dual table to provide the compatibility with other DBMS. It is like a dummy table that is used to run the query. Now the table name is not required, you have to just write down the dual as table name. So by this way you will run the command and it will give you the result. Now column alias. Column alias means the column name that you are given to a particular column. Okay, that you want to change or you want to use a different name. For example, DEPT, that is department, the short form of department is this. If you want to write down the department to appear as column heading, then you have to use the column alias. And how will you use? See, this is column name, then as, then column alias. See example, select EMP number, employee, number, name, department, DPT, then department, salary, income from EMP. Here you will write department as department. Okay, The as is missing here. Now see the example, another example, select name, comma, salary, multiply by 12 as annual income from EMP. Okay. Now handling null. How will you handle the null? See in this table, the EMP number 5 is Shaban. So in this, the department is HR and salary is null. So instead of writing null, you want to write down it as not assigned. How will you write? Select EMP number, comma name, if null. Then you have to use a if null. So if null, salary not assigned will write here as in place of null from EMP. So this is the column and this is the value to substitute. This is the column, okay, salary. So by this way you can write the values in place of null. Now putting text in query output. If you want to put the text, then you can also write the text here also. So this SQL allows to put user defined symbol like select name, department, then inverted single quote RS, salary from EMP. Now select name, work in department, that is department, and getting salary, rupees salary from EMP. Okay. So this line, this string will come in form of text when you are seeing the result. Okay. Now where clause. So where clause is used to select the specified row. It will give you the condition that that particular row will get that particular row will be printed. So you can see we can use all the comparison operator and the logical operator and or not. So for example, select asterisk from EMP where salary is greater than 4000. Select asterisk from EMP where EMP number is equal to 1. So by this way you will able to write the command and it will give you the result accordingly. Now see again, in this you can use the and, or, and not also. These are the example. Okay, you can just see there. So in where clause we are also use this and, or not. Now SQL operators. So there are 4 operators that are used in SQL, that is between, in, like, and is null. So between allows to specify range of values to search in any column. So it is used with and clause and it will include the specified values during the searching. For example, select asterisk from EMP where salary between 18,000 and 30,000. Now another example, select name from EMP where EMP number between 2 and 5. So between that allows to specific range of values. Now in, so in allows to specific list of value in which searching will be performed. For example, so in this you can see select asterisk from EMP where department in sales and IT. Now another example, see in 245, so only these value will include, not in means sales and this IT will not be included. Like, so like is allow you to search that based on pattern. So it is used when we don't want to search an exact value or we don't know that exact value. We know only some pattern of value like name starting from any particular letter or ending with and containing any particular letter or word. And how will you use it? By percentage and the underscore symbol. So percentage is used when we want to substitute multiple characters with percentage, the length is not fixed. Underscore, when it is used when we want to substitute the single character. Now see the example. If you want to search for an employee whose name begins from S, then you will write like S, then percentage. Now ends with R, then percentage R. Now if you want to search the employee whose name contain A anywhere, then you have to use percentage A, then percentage. Search for employee whose DOB is in fab, then like percentage, then hyphen 02 hyphen 0 hyphen percentage. Now the employee whose name is in 5 letter beginning with S, then you have to use the underscore. Okay, S then 4 time underscore. Is null. So is null is used to compare the null values present in any column. So because null is not considered as value, so we cannot compare with equal to sign. Then you have to use this select asterisk from EMP where salary is null, where salary is not null. By this way you will apply the is null command. Now operator precedence. So this is the operator precedence, this one is the high and this one is the low. Now sorting output. So in this you will use the order by clause. So when you write down order by name, then it will give you the result in ascending order, and by descending order you have to use the command DESC. This keyword you have to use. Okay, and if you will write the department ASC, then also it will convert it into ascending order. Okay, for this class it is just over now. So your homework is you have to use the class, you revise the classwork, you have to make proper notes, and I want to see your notes, so you have to send it to me either on my mail ID or you can WhatsApp. So thank you and have a nice day.